Hi, I'm Marilyn Bradford with the Bradford System of Right Recovery. And I'd like to talk with you today about being on automatic pilot. One of the things I've noticed about myself, and I had a lot of my own issues with addiction, and about pretty much everybody else I've ever met who has an addictive or compulsive behavior, is that they spend a lot of their time on automatic pilot. Let me ask you, do you notice that you tend to go to the same restaurants, or you tend to do the same things with your partner, or you tend to respond to the boss in the same way? I mean, I'm talking about doing things even when you're not engaging in your addictive or compulsive behavior. So I got to thinking about that, and I got to thinking, well, if that's true for me and a lot of people, and it may be true for you, what's going on here? And one of the things I realized is, with every addiction, we allow ourselves to be the effect of something else. We're making someone or something bigger than we are. We're making alcohol bigger, or we're making the need to fix other people's problems bigger, or we're making the wrongness of us bigger. Whatever it is, whenever we encounter that, we become small and contracted, and we go into an automatic response. The difficulty is that even when you get beyond your addictive and compulsive behavior, and let me make that point that I make all the time, every addictive and compulsive behavior can be overcome. Everyone, that's it. But even when you find that you have gone beyond whatever it is, you might just find that you're still doing automatic pilot in a lot of areas of your life. Now, why is that a bad thing? It's not that it's wrong to get up and brush your teeth first thing in the morning. It's not that that does you any harm. The difficulty is when your life is run on automatic pilot, you've given up choice. And what I'm all about, and what I would like you to know, is that your life can be totally about choice. So that when you go to see your boss, or when you're going to a restaurant, or whatever it is, you're free to choose, and you're not just doing a kind of a knee-jerk reaction. So how do you get there? Well, I'd like you to try a little experiment. Every day, I'd like you to do at least one, and preferably 2 or 3 things differently. Now that can be just driving to the office on a different route, it can be eating at a different time, it can be calling someone you don't normally call, it can be a willingness to respond to the boss in a different way, or to relate to your partner in a different way. But I'd like you to do one thing differently every single day, at least. Okay, why? Because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be teaching yourself a habit of doing things differently, of doing things through choice, and not doing things on automatic pilot. And what I've found for myself, for many clients, is this is also a way, once you get that habit established of doing things differently, once you realize, wow, I can really choose something differently here, it can have a tremendous effect when you feel drawn into doing any addictive or compulsive behavior. It doesn't have to be that whoop, there I go, disappearing myself again, being at the effect of whatever it is. It's like, wow, wait a minute, I can choose something different. I can choose to take the afternoon off if I'm got a problem with workaholism. Or I can choose to not go to the wrongness of me just because someone's judged me. Or I can choose to say no to that cigarette for an hour or 2, even though I always have had one after lunch. So please try this. Once again, every day, do at least one, and preferably 2 or 3 or 4 things differently, and see what that changes in your life. I think you'll find that you're a lot more present, you have a lot more choices available, and you really never have to go back to that automatic pilot thing again.